Taj Burrow's relationship with the water started at an early age.
When I was 7 and I got my first surfboard, and my mum and dad were both on the beach, you know, watching me, and I caught this one wave and just stood up all the way to the sand just with this filthy stink bug stance. And then I rode it all the way to the sand. I remember my mum jumping up and down and clapping and so happy, and I was just like so stoked my parents were watching. And then yeah, that was it. Hooked from there on in for sure.
After taking out the under-18s division of a local contest, it didn't take long for Taj to make his mark in the surfing world. But late last year, after 8 years on the WCT, Taj was forced to take a break.
Broke my foot and I broke 4 bones kind of straight across the guts, all these metatarsals and whatever. And yeah, before that I'd never been out of the water for longer than 2 weeks, and this has been almost 13 weeks, so it's freaked me out.
With time out of the water, Taj along with Billabong decided to organise a Grom comp.
I love seeing the little kids just threshing around in their oversized singlets tied up with like 3 knots at the back, and just brings back some pretty good memories. There's 90 kids in it, but it's just pretty much a standard contest. It'll be 4-man heats and judged just the same way that I'm judged, and it's over 2 days.
The Taj Small Fires event was held in early 2006 in Taj's hometown of Yallingup, WA. During the comp, Taj invited 2 small fries over to his crib and out for their first tow-in session. But first, he was host to MTV. Mr. Taj Burrow, we are kicking it on your lounge here in Yallingup, bro. Nice spot though.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I got a good view out there, and it's a good little place. I love spending a bit of time here.
But I reckon we not be rude and we let the viewers have a bit of a tour of your house, bit of cribs action.
Good idea. I'd love to show you guys around.
Sweet, let's hit it.
Okay, so this is the kitchen. It's my stainless steel bench. Doesn't get much work because I don't do much cooking. There's a chook in there, good chook, bit of chocolate, olives. Been making some carrot, apple, celery juices. They're pretty good. Dining table, aka poker table. It's definitely used more for more poker games than meals. I had a royal flush here, right there. I was sitting there. I got a royal flush, hearts as well. So it was pretty memorable. Lounge room. I picked this guy up pretty recently. It's pretty cozy. I like to take this little spot right here. That's the best seat in the house. Oh, should we do that? That's why I love my little barbecue area. It's a bit of an old banger of a barbecue, but my mate brought it up just before Christmas because I planned to have a few barbecues. And my parents bought me this for Christmas, best Christmas present. I didn't even know how I survived without it before because there was nothing really out there. Okay, we'll go upstairs now. That's about it for downstairs. This is kind of like my favourite part of the house, to look at the ocean. I pretty much come out here every morning just to check the waves and get a feel for what's happening out there. And this is my little office. I do like kind of editing of surfing footage and music and photos and just all that good gear. I've got my DV tapes. I've got heaps of tapes just over the years, kind of on tour. And this is all a mess. My clothes are all kind of splayed out everywhere. I mean, they're meant to go in here, but I'm not normally that organised. My big boot that I was stomping around in for 3 months. Master suite, this little room. I had my friend knock up this bed for me just the other day because before that I just had a mattress on the floor, which is kind of what I like. I like the real kind of just like a low basic bed. This is the bathroom. Oh, there's my little training sign. I've got to remind myself to train, eat healthy food and stretch and do all my foot exercises. So I put a little note up on the mirror and yeah, hopefully get that done. This photo here is one of my best friends that just passed away just over a year ago. He's a local photographer from here. He's pretty much everyone's best friend in this local area. He's just an absolute legend, and his name's Twiggy. Kevin Twiggy Charlin is his name, and he travelled around on tour with me, filming and taking photos. And he's just an absolute legend. He just loved, you know, being with the boys on tour. He's one of my best mates. So yeah, it's good to keep him with us. This is a weird little room I don't spend much time in. It's like, apparently it's a Japanese style bar. I've only used it once because it's pretty deep. Come on, look. The boardroom, also one of my favourite places. It's probably 6 boards out of the 60 that are in here that I kind of ride regularly. It's my normal board's like 5'11", 18, 2 1/8. That's the dimensions. This is my kind of sentimental rack. This is like one of my first boards right here. this little thing that I used to have with sponsors on it, Rip Curl and Quicksilver, Performance Surfboards, good old Gorilla Grip. I think that's the old Scorpion pad, that one. And yeah, that's just one of the old specials. I've got to keep that. Someone found for me the other day at a garage sale in Perth. I don't know how I got there, but this is one of my guns, which is like a bigger board. When I was a kid, it's 5'7". So I go from 5'1", and then when it's big, I go up to 5'7". And it's a tiny little thing, but it's pretty cool to have it. When we made our first surf movie called Sabotage, it was this little board we called the Bum Bat. It's just tiny, it's just like a chopped in half big board, and just a rounded off, had 3 fins on it, and it was really good fun to ride. It's just this little thing you could do 360s on and stuff. I break like, I don't know, like 1 a week, you know, normally, or probably at the least. So yeah, it's good to have a few backups. Good times.
Coming up, 2 small fries get the ride of their life, but not before Taj puts them to the test.